It is time to build something weird and experimental in the world of Stormworks. So join me at the harbour, where we are going to start building ourselves a boat submarine thingamabobby. It isn't actually going to be a submarine, it is going to be a boat. But there is going to be parts of this boat that are underwater, which is very weird. So let's get to it. Alright, so, no idea how this is going to go, but we are building in this sort of sized area. It isn't actually going to be this big, but it's fine. So, first thing that I want to do is build some windows. Yeah, I know that doesn't really make that much sense, but that is what I want to do. So, let's extend this out to the sides, bring this back here, and we'll go with black for the windows. Yes, we're then going to go to diamond windows, and these are what we're going to be using. So, I want some, like, wider windows than this. Yeah, because these are all too skinny. These are all way too skinny. Unless I put them on their side, I suppose. But no, we're going to go with this guy right here, and we're going to shove a 3x3 angled window right there in the center, if I can find it. Where is it? Where's the 3x3 angled window, please? I swear, if I can't find it, is it this one? Hey, there we go. We're going to shove that right there. Doesn't look like a ship so far, but it will. Alright, so from this point then, we can actually delete all of these guys. Very nice. I wasn't expecting to actually build this the way that I'm about to build this. However, we are going to do it anyway. In fact, put that all back, because we are going to need some extra pieces. So, I could either attach that guy to there and continue it down the side, or we can use this guy. So I think I'm going to use that, and I'm going to delete the rest of this, just like so. Good. From there, I am going to go ahead and extend this bit backwards like this, and that is probably going to be it. Although actually, we might as well attach this guy, and then figure out some sort of roof. Alright, here we go. Shove this guy straight onto the edge like that. We are going to have to put a piece directly on the top of this, unfortunately, so this guy is going to go here. And then we need to build around the outside. So that's going to go across there. This is going to go across here. And this is going to go across there. So far, so good. Okay, so it's starting to look a little bit like a plane. But I promise you, this is not going to be a plane. And this is where things get really weird. So we're going to attach this window directly onto there like so. We are going to go to the sides. It's not this one, is it? No, it's not this one. It is this one. Hey, there we go. We're going to attach that guy. Oh, can I get a 1x4? Actually, no, sorry, a 2x4. Is that a thing? This guy. Here we go. Shove that directly onto there. And then we need to fit another piece onto here. Yeah. Unfortunately, we don't have anything the right size, but that will do. In fact, let's just bring this out to here. Excellent. So far, so good. We're then going to go to the underside and build it all back in the same way the other piece has been done as well, just like this, and then shove this guy on the top of there, and in fact, it's all going to be symmetrical, which is very strange. And there we go, very nice indeedy. On the underside of this, I think I am actually going to go with angles though, instead of having it flat, and that right there is how I want it to look. Beautiful. So, just so that I can make it look a little bit nicer, let's go ahead and get this dark color, chuck it in there, chuck it across here, down there, all of this piece and that bit right there, and that is lovely. I don't know what the rear end of this is going to look like just yet, but we'll figure it out. Alright, let's go ahead and extend it backwards. Here we go, very nice. I am actually just going to go ahead and chuck one of these guys right here, because I want the top bit to be pretty flat. So that is exactly why I'm going to do this. Alright, that looks very boxy, but it's fine. On the underside, we are actually just going to go ahead and chuck this backwards as well. There we go, and this bit, and we're just going to fill in the underside. There we go, so far so good. Okay, we now want the rear end to look nice, so let's try and add these guys straight onto the back like so. And we're just going to have it go up like this. There you go. It is literally just going to go up into the air like so. Alright, very good so far. Let's chuck these guys down to there and seal off the back end just like this. It's a bit weird, I know, but trust me, it's fine. Is it? I don't know. I wish I had like more of a plan in my head as to what this would actually look like. I only have like a very basic thing in my head as to what it will look like, but I think we'll get there. Alright, there you go. That is the main body of the ship. How weird is that? Okay, it's now time to add more windows, so let's go ahead and go backwards by a few. There we go, do 3. In fact, I'm going to do it so that on every one of these lines, let me move it a tiny bit further forwards. There we go. On every one of these lines, we're going to have a window. So here we go. One window there. One window here. It's leaving a gap of 2. That's fine. One window there. Leave a gap of 2. One window here. And one window here. And I suppose we can do another one there. And if we wanted to, we could actually fit another one right there. That's too many windows. But that kind of works. We're then going to delete this guy because, well, we're going to delete a lot of this. This is where things get very strange with this creation. Alright, go all the way down. Here we go. Delete all of these guys. We're going to chuck this guy in here. All the way across. We're going to have to delete this piece and this piece. And, well, in fact, actually, this piece too. Stairs. Yeah. No one was expecting this, I don't think. But stairs is where we're going. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know if this is going to work. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Is that actually 13 steps? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yep, 13 steps. Good. We now have to build that in. So, delete a bunch of these things. There you go. 4 right there. 4 right here. We need to grab this guy, chuck it on there like that. We're going to chuck another one of these, obviously right there like that. Box this little bit off, and then we need to do this. Alright, so from here, straight up like so. Excellent. We're going to do that again, and again, and again, to fit it all in the right places. That is good. Yeah. We're then going to go ahead and shove all of these guys in, and that should be fine. No idea what I'm doing right now, but I'm sure in the end, this will look pretty cool. Will it be practical though? The answer is no. The answer is actually most definitely no. But who cares? Not me. Not me. Alright, go back inside again, grab this piece, chuck it all the way up the stairs. There we go, excellent. And that's fine. We now need to delete this guy, probably this guy, and probably this guy. And maybe even that guy as well. To build this piece in like so. Alright, so this goes all the way up to there. We do it again, and then we fill it all in with these pieces, 1, 2, and 3. And then these guys, 1, 2, and 3. Fill it all in. Okay. So far, so weird. These are a lot fatter than I expected them to be. But they're there, and they will work. I could make it go in a little bit. How about we round it off a little bit? So every other one of these, if we delete them, there we go. We should be able to go all the way up to the top, pretty much. And then we attach this guy onto here, and we zoom it all back down like so. We're going to do the same thing with this guy. 1, 2, 3. Oh, we need to get all of those guys too. There we go. 2 of each of these. Come on, let's go. Yes, and then we shove this guy in here, all the way down to the bottom. That does look a little bit nicer. I do then think we should move this forwards a little bit, but I kind of want it to be able to walk up here. I still don't think we actually will be able to, but maybe. That looks utterly bizarre. Like, that looks really, really weird, but I might go with it anyway. I might also actually do the same thing that I was doing earlier on the other side, and essentially deleting all of these guys and making it rounded instead of what it currently is, which is not rounded. Yes! Alright, delete all of these guys going down. There we go. Grab this guy, shove it on there, chuck it all the way up to the top. Excellent. Go to the other side and do the same thing. Yes. And there we go. Alright, so you might be wondering, what are you doing? I don't know. I don't know yet. So I am going to have to delete the top stair. I am going to have to grab another top stair and chuck it in here so that it is like level. And then this right here is going to be the floor. Yes, there we go. So that's going to be the floor, which means this is probably going to be the roof. Okay, so far so good. And then we need to build the rest of it. What am I doing? Alright, so delete this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, and this guy, and we're going to send this in a straight line across there. We're then going to zoom it forwards quite far. We're going to go all the way out to about here. That's fine. And we're going to go back from there all the way to about here. Okay, so far so good. We're then going to need to obviously build walls all the way up there. And we're going to have to shove a door in there. Right? I think? I might have made this too tall, but that's fine. Right, so door. Wherever this ends up, in terms of height, we will actually knock the rest of it down to that height. So delete all of the top piece, including all of this. There we go, including those guys. And then shove a new roof on there. Excellent. Okay, it's a little bit lower now, and that's what we needed. Alright, so now we have to try and figure out how to do this bit. And I'm thinking we delete 4 right there, 4 right there, and 4 right here. And essentially, I say 4, it was actually 8. I don't know why I was saying 4. I actually have no idea why I was saying 4. Anyway, delete those guys, and chuck that on there like that. Okay, so far so good. On the other side, we're going to be deleting 4, and 4, and 4. And we're going to be chucking in some bits. Yeah, that's right. We're going to be chucking in some bits. So I think we'll actually use these again. And we will be chucking them here. But I want it to be slightly wider on this side. There you go. It's going to go backwards a little bit further. And that's fine. All right, chuck this back. Excellent. Yes. All right, it's so far so weird. I don't know what I'm doing. That right there is, quite frankly, very bizarre looking. What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? No idea. It is actually crazy that I just don't know. But that's fine. So, we need to extend these guys further forwards, because I can't leave them like this. It's just not good to leave them like this. We will chuck that guy on there, I guess, and do this. Okay, maybe. Maybe that's fine, maybe it's not. Who knows? Check that on there, do this bit. Excellent. We're then going to continue it forwards using these. Alright, so far so good. So far so good indeedy. Another one, might as well. And I suppose we're just going to chuck these guys on. So there and there. And actually, we might as well use 1x2s on this bit. 1x2 there, 1x2 here. And that, I believe, is fine. Is it? Is that fine? I suppose it is. Right, chuck that there, chuck it here as well. Zoom that across there and here. And then just box in the top end. And that right there is going to be our hull. Kind of. You may be wondering, what are you doing, sir? No, don't wonder that. Do not wonder, because you obviously know the plan. You clearly know the plan. It is to build a thing where the thingamabobby, the thing, is under the water, and the rest of the thingamabobby is not. It hasn't gone quite to plan, however, it doesn't look terrible. Let me move these guys in a bit. I think that'll look nicer. So let's just do this. There we go. Oh, yeah. That definitely gives it that extra tiny bit of detail that it was lacking. There we go. Fill that in. Good. At the minute, this thing should float. Let's go. It'll float very weirdly. Oh, it floats better than expected. It does. What have I done? What have I done? All right, so now we need a way to get in there. So we actually need to probably put a door on the top and have a way to get inside. But I kind of didn't want to do it this way. Yeah, no, I kind of did not want to do it this way. So build that up. Build this up. All right. Zoom it forwards to at least here. Do the same right there as well. And then build and then build a way in. So this is going to go down pretty much like this. We're going to do the same thing there. Delete these guys as we go. All right, and these ones. Excellent. And then just chuck it up. Yeah, chuck this bit up too. Fine. Yeah. And then from there, we're just going to bring this forwards instead of backwards this time. And we're going to build all of those guys in as well. There we go. We got one more to do after this. And we're in. Now it's super ugly. Now I really don't like it. Oh, it needed to be higher as well. Oh, it's fine. It's fine. We're going to live with it. Delete 4 right here, and then we can just do this. Okay. So now, we have a way in. What does that look like? What am I building? Alright, so we jump across. We open the door. We can walk inside. I haven't left a gap. Wait, no. Didn't I put a door in? I didn't. Wait. Wait. Oh, the door goes down to there. So actually, we need some stairs from in here to go down. Alright, I don't like this extra addition. I think it was looking bad before, but it looks worse with the addition we just did. If you agree, let me know in the comments down below. But if you disagree, I think you're wrong. Right, okay. So, how do I build a way to get inside of this without it looking super ugly? I think we just do a hatch. I actually do. I think we literally just put a hatch in this thing and hope for the best. So that goes there. Fill this guy back in here. Ladders. We are obviously going to have to do a ladder there. And then this is going to have to be a ladder. That's going to be a ladder. That's going to be a ladder. And that's it. So now we have a way in. Okay. Right. Okay, indeed. We're then going to put rails around the outside, which may or may not be a good idea. But let's say a rail goes there and there. We can just chuck it on here and hope for the best. All right, here we go. Oh, you know what? Let's do these guys, every one of these as well. There you go. One there, and I think it's there. I believe that's correct. I could be wrong. Here and here? Maybe? Let's do it. Here we go. Extension, all together. Very nice. Do this bit to the end, and chuck an end piece directly on there. There we go. On the other side, we're going to do the same thing. So, one there, one there, one there. Might as well actually do these guys as well. That's fine. This guy, and this guy. And, again, chuck it all together. Why? Why have I built this? I'd love to know why I built it. I actually don't know. Anyway, it'd be cool to go inside now, so let's check that out. I like that we can get in from either side. Here we go. So we're in. Very nice. Close this up. Open it. What? Oh, this bit isn't sealed somewhere. Oh, there's no window there, I don't think. Let's put a window in there. I wondered why it wasn't very buoyant, and I think I've found it out. All right, chuck it in. Here we go. Right, now we might have issues with floatiness. You see, that needs to be underwater, and these need, yes, okay. Right, this is more what I expected. Fair. Alright, batteries, here we go. This is how we're going to get weight into this thing, and maybe actually smaller batteries like these guys. And I'm going to chuck in 2 there, 2 there, 2 there, 2 there, 2 there, 2 there, and 2 there. And then actually towards the front, we are going to need some here, so we'll go 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then we're actually just going to have to try and box these guys in, which is kind of weird, to be fair, but also fine. In fact, if I delete these guys, I can chuck this on here like this. And then that, I can just do this. I can chuck this guy on the end, and this guy on the end of here. And then do the same at this end. Filling this piece in, obviously. That is fine. Now, you might be wondering, what is the point of this entire ship? And you'd be good to question that. I don't know. Oh my goodness. Alright, so it's weighed down a little bit. That's all good. We now need to do some more stuff. We really do. Maybe this could be like a boat that you get on to go adventure in a reef or something. So you can actually see from down there out into the open, underneath the water. And you can actually just stand on the deck up here, if you wanted to as well, and look around, because that's nice. You know, it's lovely. I've got a bit of a problem here, though. I don't really know what color to paint this or this. So I'm actually thinking we do actually paint it red, which seems bizarre, but might make some sense, possibly? I don't really know, but I'm going to do it anyway. Yeah, and then I'm going to jug all of this in red. It kind of has to be red. to match, like, this thing, because otherwise that doesn't make any sense. You know? Hopefully that makes sense. Anyway, all of it's red now. And all of this is red now. Good. Still looks very strange. I do think, however, the top line of this is going to be grey instead. So let me go ahead and just bosh this all around here. As long as I can go all the way around, this will look great. There we go. Don't need to paint that little bit right there. And then zoom this bit as well. All the way down. Yes. Okay. Cool. Still don't know what it is. Right, okay. Yeah. Oh, this feels wrong. It does, it feels really wrong. Okay, so now we need propellers to actually move this thing around. And I think it's just going to be electric, to be honest. Okay, rudders. Rudders is going to be the first thing we attach onto this thing. And I'm going to do 3 on each of these. And they are going to be red. So, let's go ahead and do this. One there, and one there. Excellent. We're then going to have to do one there, and one there. And then we have to do a propeller back here somewhere that doesn't look super stupid. So, what I'm thinking is we delete each of these, like so, all the way down to the bottom. And then I just box that off like so. Alright, I'm going to have to delete this guy and this guy as well. Like that, kind of. And then actually, this guy could just go back on here like this. Okay, so we've boxed it off. Unfortunately, I've only done that on one side, but I can fix that. So we just go ahead and copy it, flip it over, move it to this side, and put it here. There we go, and merge it back together. On the interior, that's going to be a different color, but actually, it doesn't really matter. There you go. It's going to be an electrical vehicle anyway, but we'll see. Alright, there you go. Bosh all that together. And then we need a motor in here somewhere. So I'm going to delete those. We're going to grab ourselves a medium motor. I'm going to chuck it right there like that. I am going to go ahead and box this bit off a little bit. Yes! Chuck that guy right there. And box it. Yeah. Okay. I need to do something with this as well, so I'm just going to go and whack these guys in. Like this. And that's fine. It's so strange in here. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and pipe out a propeller directly like there-ish. So I want to build this guy going back a bit. And I want it to actually come out. So we're going to do this. There you go. Probably only by 2. That's fine. Whack that bit into there. Zoom it across. And then I guess I'll do the same thing below it too. Maybe? So we'll bring this out to here as well. Deleting that guy and that guy. Chuck that into there. Zoom that up to there. And I guess the underside as well. That looks very strange. But if it is this, then it is this. I don't really need these guys, if I'm honest, but they are going to allow us to stay sort of straight, so we'll leave it as is. And then I am going to attach these guys together right here, and I am going to put these guys on here as well, but obviously I'm going to have to do one there. Let's do it slightly higher, that's good. And one here, that's fine. And then we're going to attach them together with these guys. So one there, excellent. Delete that piece, we might as well just chuck it together like this. On the undersides, do the same thing. There we go. Delete that guy and shove this in here. And then actually on this piece, we're just going to do this. There you go. I need to do it on both sides. I keep forgetting. I do keep forgetting. But that looks good. Yeah. So, let's just copy and paste this one over to the other side as well. And then we'll be happy. Copy it. There we go. Move it across. Excellent. Paste it right there. Merge it together. Excellent. Good. Alright, so now it's time for the actual propeller, which means I'm going to zoom this out to here, and we are actually going to shove a massive propeller on the back. And when I say massive, I actually mean kind of small. It's just going to be a large one. There we go. Whack that on there like that. That is tiny. What does a giant one actually look like here? That doesn't look too bad. I'm just going to use a giant one then. Sure. Okay. Let's try and make sure it looks like it's attached nicely. So we'll shove this guy in the center up to there. And then we'll do this guy from there down. Excellent. That's pretty good. I might as well try and attach these guys back onto there as well. Let's do that on both sides, actually. So from here, into there, and it's attached. Okay. Giant propeller? I do feel like windows might make sense on the inside as well, so I'm going to attach this guy into here. I'm going to bosh it forwards like so, although I am going to delete like 5. Keep 1, delete 5, keep 1, delete 5, keep 1, delete 3. Alright, we're going to add pipes onto there. And they are going to look like this. There we go. Some random pipage. Why not? On the other side, we're going to do the same thing, but then it's going to end in one of these. So do that, and this, and that's all good. Sure. What I then want to do is add actual windows in the top. So that's what we're going to do. Yeah. And they're going to be these windows, I think. So chuck them in. Here we go. There's one there. We are going to chuck one here. Actually, we should line them up with these windows. Doesn't matter what's going on with these pieces. So chuck that there. I don't know where these windows are. That could be a problem. There you go. And there. There we go. Excellent. And then another window right here, like that. Okay. It's looking weird. It's looking very weird. But I feel like the interior of this is going to look sick. Once we're sailing around, it's going to look pretty cool. From inside. Okay, have I painted everything I need to paint? I think I have. Yes. So we're good. Alright, so let's go ahead and get ourselves a helm. Here we go. And just chuck it in here so that we can mess around with it. Good. A and D is obviously going to be for all of these. There is so many rudders on this thing, but that's fine. There you go. And then W and S is going to be for this. And that should be it. We should be able to move now. Although the electricity all needs adding together as well. I'll just attach it all to this. I know it's not the greatest to do it all to one thing, but it is what it is. There you go. Do these guys, and these guys, and these guys, and these guys, and these guys. There's so much to add it to. This is crazy. There we go. And boop. There we go. I think I've done everything. So let's spawn her in and give it a drive. Oh. Oh. Okay. This feels so weird. I might need to actually have it be stabilized somehow. But we'll have to wait and see. So climb downstairs. Open this door. We're inside. We can see underwater. I might need bigger windows. I can't really see out of here. Okay. And then go. Yeah, we need to be stabilized because I need to be lower. I can't have my floaties coming out of the water. That is not right. That is very much not right. Okay, so I am actually going to go ahead and delete this guy from here all the way to the front, and I'm going to put weight all the way throughout all of those. I am going to have to paint this bit again, so let me just do this. Ooh, there we go. And that's fine. So now we have weight there. That could be enough, but I don't think it is. I might have to use these guys to keep me underwater. Yeah. Would a gyro do that? Maybe. I mean, it kind of would, but I don't want to use those for that. Okay, so a keel would work. What if I used like the tiniest keel? Here we go. Let's just chuck one of these guys underneath. Just one. And hope for the best. Alright, let's see. Alright, quite a lot of weight in there. The water line is actually where the water is. That's amazing. Let's go inside and see if this now works. Here we go. It wants to rear up a little bit, but this time it doesn't want to fly, so that's good. It's bizarre, but it's good. Yeah. Nice. And then if we want to go back upstairs, we can just open this up. If we want to go out onto the deck, we open this. And we climb out. And that's, yeah, fine by me. Again, very strange. But, cool. I actually really like it. So, what if we added a bit of interior then? I rarely ever do this because I'm not very good at it, but I wanted to give it a go. So, beds. I want to add some beds in here for travel. Okay? The bed is going to go there, and we're actually going to have a few bedrooms. Is that crazy? maybe a little bit. So 1 bedroom is going to go at the rear just like this. Each side of the bedroom, we are going to add windows. That's right. However, these windows are going to go like there and there. Okay, let's do it. Window. Excellent. Check that in. Bang and bang. That is perfect. We then need another bed, and that's going to go here. Oh, that's a problem. Whoever sleeps in this bed is... No, okay. Let's have this be a double bed. Oh, you'd have to, like, climb straight into bed. That feels crazy to me. But sure. Okay, yeah. So, let's have that as a bedroom at the back. For whatever reason. Yeah, cool. And then we're going to need more bedrooms somewhere else. I just want to have 2 more beds somewhere else. So in the front here, if we can fit a bed there and there, we're just going to seal that bit off. Might not be the nicest thing in the world to do, but yeah. These guys are too high. It needs to be there and there. Alright, turn it around. There and there. Excellent. I'm going to box that bit off for now. And we are going to add a door here. And we're going to do this. Alright, yeah. Double bed in the front, double bed in the back, in both sides. Means we have 4 double beds on this entire ship. This is for people that want to sleep whilst on the adventure, obviously. Alright, go all the way to the front, delete these guys. There we go. Chuck that in there. And then we're going to need a few more of these dotted around the ship. In fact, I'm going to do 1 here and 1 here. That is probably it, actually. Cool. So, the other people on board the ship can have seats wherever they want. So, we're just going to go ahead and chuck some random seats in front of this. Which is going to be annoying because it's actually an odd number. And the seats themselves are not an odd number. There you go. So, I might actually just add them like that. That's fine. Alright, check that guy there, check it there, check it there. I'm actually going to do the same thing on the other side. So do this. Yep. Chuck 1 in the middle, 1 there, and use these guys. There we go. Alright, fantastic. Might as well make them a color, so we're just going to do this. There we go. And that right there is going to be a seat. Yeah, we've added seats, guys. Excellent. And if you're wondering, I am mirroring. It's just because my boat is a bit weird. That it isn't mirroring in this little bit, obviously. Because it's mirroring across the entire section. Anyway, we're good. We have done it. What have we done? I'm not sure, but it's being done. Okay, next step is delete this guy and this guy. We are going to grab this color and we're going to do that and this. We're going to then delete this guy and this guy. We're going to do this and this. We're going to go up by 1, 2, 3, 4. Away. 1, 2, 3, 4. Attach that together. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Attach that together. We're then going to go to solar panels. Yeah, that's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and... Oh, it doesn't quite make it. Okay, do 1, 2, and in the middle, fill that in there. There we go, and then fill this little bit in as well. Alright, that'll do me. Excellent. And we're just going to go ahead and do this. All the way across there, and all the way across here. We now have solar panels. Wowee. Wowee that. Alright, cool. Chuck this onto there. We're going to chuck this onto here. And we're going to do the same thing at the front as well. Bit of a very strange, but it's on there. We're starting to make things work. Again, still very strange. Okay, so we got solar panels on the top now, which charge it up when we are sailing around, which is good. I was thinking maybe I could actually make it like a catamaran sailboat, but don't want to work with sails right now. Had enough of them for the time being. If you're wondering, I am going to get to that smaller sail steamship soon, but I wanted to do something random in the meantime, and this is something random. I also kind of want to build a helicopter soon, so I'll probably end up doing that as well. But yeah, I'm building this for now. Okay, at the rear, in the inside, I am actually going to add some tools. So a welding tool, an underwater welding tool, and a fire extinguisher all need to be added. So we're going to chuck those guys in the rear just like that. We're also going to add some random first aid kits because, well, we can. So these guys, it's going to be full of first aid. There we go. All right. This little piece right here, we're just going to zoom down like that. And across the top as well, I suppose? Nah, we don't need that. Okay, yeah. Down here on the inside, I think I'm going to leave most of it white. In fact, I'm going to leave all of it white. I do need to paint this little piece right here. And I think I've painted the rest of them. I painted this? Yeah. So that's good. Yeah. Anyone that wants to captain the boat can captain the boat if they want to, which is crazy. But that's fine. Alright, let's add a window in here. And the main reason for this is actually just so that we have some natural light inside of that staircase. I'm also going to add this as well, which is just going to be one of these in here. Again, for natural light inside of the stairs area. There we go. Alright, paint around these bits. There you go. Paint around these bits and these bits. And I think we are good. Perfect. Next step, rope anchors. We're going to add 2 to the front of this. Yes, we are indeed. And we're just going to chuck them on there like that. I am going to go ahead and paint these bits white. And I am also going to attach them together like so. There we go. We then need probably more of these. So I'm going to run around and I'm going to add them in certain places. So probably one here. One here. One... Oh, I can't put it there. It's annoying. One there. One there. Or actually, it's probably actually underneath this. And here. Okay, so far so good. Again, paint all of these in white. And then I am going to attach those together as well. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. What does that look like? Let's have a little look. Yeah, pretty good. The boat is working out. We might have a tiny bit too much weight in the front, but it is working. It's lights time. Here we go. So spotlights, I'm just going to add 3 spotlights on here. We're going to go like that, and that's going to be our lights there. Because I want to be able to see underwater as well, we are actually going to add a light on the side. I actually might just add it here. Like that. It's a bit strange, but it does, in fact, work. Yeah, we're just going to have a light there. Very weird. But that lights up the outside, obviously, so we can actually see outside. We've got lights pointing forwards, and I'm not going to add any lights pointing backwards, because we don't need them. Okay. Next step. These lights. So we're going to add those there. How do I add a nav light on this? It needs to be in the center. I'm not going to do it. Alright, save it. There we go. And let's make sure all the lights work. I'm just going to attach them all to the electricity, which is going to come from this. There we go. And then all 3 of these guys. And whoop, all 3 of these. Okay, we're just going to attach those to 1. And that is going to be for lights. There we go. I don't see why not. Okay, perfect. Let's go use this thing. In fact, diving gear is something we should definitely add. It really is. So on the inside, this is where people can get changed, I guess. And we'll add 4 sets of diving gear for the 4 beds. Perfect. Sure. Alright, save it. There we go. And we're going to go on an expedition. Alright, well, we've set sail. I haven't actually put any dials in here, but I was thinking they could go like here. We could have speed and battery, and then maybe we could even have a map right there so we can see where we're going. But we are currently sailing out to the sea to find a ship that is under the water somewhere. I should have added lights on the front pointing sort of down, but it is what it is. So, if I want to go diving, I attach this on here. I equip it. We go upstairs. If I want to go to bed, I can go into here, go to sleep. If I want to go into bed over here, I can go to sleep in there as well. And then if I want to go diving, I open this up. I climb up the ladder. There we go. And then I just jump in the water and go swimming. Perfect. Alright. Back downstairs, close this up, open this door, Some bilge pumps would probably make sense on this, and I need to paint that thing right there. But other than that, we're good. Yeah, we should be almost at the thing we're going to. That is such a strange thing. That is actually a really strange thing. I don't know if there's anything in real life that is quite like this. Although, if there is, let me know in the comments down below, and I'd like to take a look at it, because, yeah, interesting. I know there's, like, sort of submersible, boat kind of things for looking at reefs and stuff, but I don't think they look like this. No. Apparently there's a shipwreck underneath us. I don't see it. So let's go back a little bit. And maybe we'll be able to see it then. I'm gonna get my diving outfit on, and we're gonna go dive. Yeah. Alright, ladder, let me up. Excellent. Maybe we can see it from up here. Let's have a little look. No. Alright, in we go. Oh, there it is. Wow, okay. Okay, we found ourselves a shipwreck. This is pretty cool. Has a nice little anchor on it, too. Ah, speaking of anchors, that thing kind of needs an anchor. It's fine. It's fine for now. I don't know. It's just a random thing we've built. But this is cool. So, down here, there is a treasure chest in there. That's awesome. And I think that's actually pretty much it. But let's grab it and see how much money's in it. Why not? Boop. $8,500. Nice. It does beg the question, why does, like, a really old wooden sail ship have dollars on it? Who knows? Anyway, I am going to end this video here for now. It's a weird one. We might never see this thing ever again, if I'm honest. I just wanted to build something that looked like this. Well, what I wanted to build actually looked way better, but still. We built something that sort of follows what I was going to build, I guess. And it kind of works. So, yeah. For now, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed whatever the heck this was, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.